What's up, guys? Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2 with our Mythos build, and as you can see, I've been a busy boy. Yes, sir. So where we last left off, we had built these shops here, and I recorded that video, and while I was editing and uploading and producing videos, I decided I'd continue working. So what I went ahead and did was we got those in. I built these little picnic benches for the guests so they can sit down and shade roughly. We've got a staff building there, and here's the entrance to the mill, which is this helter-skelter ride right here that I still haven't finished skinning out. We got some more shops, same thing. I just copy-pasted the shells, deleted the signage, deleted the shops inside, and put in what I wanted to put in. Got the street signs put in for all of the shops, actually, for those as well. Over here, same thing, got some shops in. And we got a roller coaster in, which we'll ride here shortly. And then I put in the teacups. I didn't build this teacup. This was a blueprint that the game provided. I just wanted another ride in while I got guests in here. I used our blueprint bathrooms here as well. So, what are some of the things that we wanted to do? Oh, that's right, pathing. I wanted to try to fix some of this pathing, like this is kind of stupid. So, let's do that first and foremost. We are going to use the draw tool. And actually, we need to... I hate how it resets what we do every time. So we'll grab that there. We'll come there, I guess. To there. It's not perfect, but that's okay because that allows me to use this tool. And we'll move this. Well, that didn't work. There we go. It's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it's better than what it was. Right, what are the other things? Oh yeah, pathing. Because I haven't shown you guys a lot of these tools and stuff like that, we'll just do that. So this will round off some corners. So it kind of makes that a little bit smoother. Made that nice and smooth right in there. If we do that there, that there. That really doesn't do much, but that's okay. Interesting how it did that, but it rounded that off. It's all good. All good. Don't care. There we go. That looks good. You can round that and that. I'm happy with that. Right. Shall we take a trip on the coaster? I warn you guys, I'm not great when it comes to building coasters. I suck at it. But this one, I mean, it did okay. So we're at 4.8 excitement, 3.6 fear. Nausea is like non-existent. So we can start the test. We'll just go ahead and get in. Let's do it. I had my mic muted. So, there we have it. Again, you know, I need to theme this whole thing out. Not quite sure how I'm gonna do it. But yeah, I'm also thinking about making the lift faster. I think I can go up to 12 miles an hour. Right now it's set at 10. We'll see. But it is a nice long coaster, which I kind of like. The guests will get their money's worth when they ride it. Right, so we did paths. The monorail, I'm gonna have this go out through the different points in the park. So like right in here, I'm thinking we'll do the water park area near the river. I think that'd be really cool. And then we'll have our Greek side over here. We'll see how it all works out. Honestly, I have no clue how I'm gonna make all this work, but it is what it is. One of the other things I need to consider is lighting for the path, which I'll probably do that last. Honestly, the lighting is not my biggest concern right now. I just want to get the park built, and then once it's built, then I can worry about lighting the path. Right, so I know I need to do my garden work throughout here, back in here. But let's try to get our mill done. I'm also looking for names. If you have any ideas for the teacups and for the coaster, let me know. I do want it to be somewhat Viking themed, but if you have an answer that or a suggestion that works, we'll use it. Right, so we wanted to finish decking this thing out. I don't know if we're going to get it done in this video, but we're going to try. Let's see, I got to remember how to do it. Attach scenery, right. So these guys here, I've been using these to kind of make this work, and it's a very long and tedious process. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not the easiest. Let's see, I can actually probably just, well, if I do that, it's a lot of resizing and trying to make things work. Because what I don't want is for it to clip through our track. And that's been one of the biggest hurdles, if you will. And then I'll add like some trim to it. Try to make it look somewhat okay. So like this one, probably have to make this really, really small right up in here. So that works. It's just a lot of pieces, guys. A lot of pieces. And I know it's not all even, but I kind of like that it's not even. This tree is going to bother me. Sorry, this tree's just getting in the way. But I do like the idea where I like where this is going. I'll put it that way. I like where it's going. Let's actually, can we do something like that? Clips through a little bit right in there. That clips through a lot. That should be okay. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Well, I say perfect is not perfect as anything but However, for what I want to do, it works. I'm not quite sure what... I mean, I've got those little gaps up in there. I'm not sure how I'm going to work those. I'm going to have to go through and fine-tune some of these bigger pieces. I mean, it is what it is. Unfortunately, when you got something that you're doing that's rather extravagant, it takes a bit more work than usual. Like, I don't like that. I'm gonna have to figure out a fix for that. Anyways, how has your guys' day been? Hope you've been having a fantastical day so far. I've been busy with this. I've also been playing a lot of World of Tanks. The new Battle Pass season is out, so this morning I was going hard on that. Trying to get all the rewards and stuff. Wow, so if we just keep following this up, okay. It actually looks like it might work. Is that clipping through? Ever so slightly. There we go. Yeah, I don't like that though. Yikes. Yeah, it's just barely clipping through right in there. If I do that though, it goes away. I like that. Okay, cool. So like with this stuff here, I plan on doing something similar to this. It won't be exactly like that, but it'll be close. It'll be a matter of just finding the right pieces to use, which with these builds, that seems to be what takes the longest. Normally, I would be very painstaking about this and just trying to get everything perfect, but there's no need for that right now. Again, it's one of those things where you got to kind of figure out the reward versus work. Like, it looks, I mean, it looks cool. But I have to ask myself, is it worth the effort to really go hard on it? And in some cases, yes. Other cases, not so much. And that's something that you have to kind of figure out for yourself with each of your builds. How much effort do you want to put into it? versus, you know, what are you looking for? So I know some people, they build to impress content creators. There's a few content creators who have like contests and stuff like that, so people will really get super detailed with a lot of their stuff. And I was part of that group of builders who was like, oh yeah, I want to get super detailed, I want to do a lot of cool stuff, for the dopamine of having somebody else go, wow, that's really cool, that's awesome, good job. And then I realized that's not what you should be doing. If you're going to be doing something, you should do it for yourself. Especially for something like this, when you're building something fun. If you're not happy with your own build, then nobody else is going to be. So you should build for yourself, screw the critics. You know, I even did it with like Planet Zoo. I had a series called Creation Celebration, where I wanted to celebrate creators instead of like criticizing them. I wanted to point out where they did really good. And there's some incredible people out there who, they're not looking for accolades, they're not looking for justification, you know, anything like that. They just want to build something cool and have fun with it. And I really like the concept behind that. Unfortunately, that series didn't go anywhere. People just weren't interested. So I kind of put a stop to it. It just wasn't worth, for me, it wasn't worth making the videos, putting the time in for those videos when people weren't watching them. Right, so I need to make a decision here. How am I going to go about this? Do I leave this up here? I mean, I kind of want to, because we're going to have a lot of wood pieces later on. I think a lot of these are going to be small. So let's just start off with some small pieces. But yeah, so it was kind of a figuring out if putting in the time to make those videos was worth it or not. And I decided they weren't worth it. Again, mostly because people just weren't watching them. So the thing about building up here, well, shoot. It's not really what I wanted to happen, but whatever. I mean, if you're really looking inside the ride that much, I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna have to go really small on some of these. Unfortunately, we're going to have stone sticking out inside, but I don't know. It's one of those things for me where it's like, if you're looking inside that much, you're getting a little too into it. Let's see, how am I going to pull this off? Really, just one more piece here. Like, I want to rush it, but at the same time I don't. I mean, I do like that wood up there. I might just keep that. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to keep that. I really like that. Right, so the trim. What am I going to do for that? What do they got going on down here? Yeah, some funky stuff here. I mean, it's really close to what I want to do. I think I really just want the wooden beams more than anything. So, let's go beam, maybe? Wooden support beam, that one's round, which would be kind of a pain in the ass. Square thick, I like that. I need a piece of flat ground here. There we go. So I can probably make this really big, but I think I should keep them the same size. So like that looks good. Throw that one there. That way it doesn't look like this stone is unsupported. Yikes. This is gonna be fun. Oh boy. What did I get myself into? So if I go like that, I might as well just continue it up, except right there. Let's see, stops clipping right there, good. So here we're gonna have to work some different kind of magic. It's a kind of magic. Huh. You know what? That's actually okay. Or do I want to go something like that? I think I want to go something like that. Sticks out at the top a bit, but that's okay. If I lower that down, which I can do. There, it's no longer sticking out the top. Okay, so I just need to figure out how I'm going to do that for everything else. Oh my word. I don't want to change the size of the beams too much, because what'll happen is where they can you'll start seeing it getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and that's what I don't want to happen. Can I not pick my beam now? There we go. No shit. There we go. Woo. Ah, you know what? I should have made those beams darker. Frick. I didn't even think about that. I mean, is that okay? Is the lighter stuff okay? Oh, damn it. How does this look? It's the same. How do I make it darker? Or it needs to be more red is what we need. So it should be something like that. To kind of match everything else. Shoot, okay. Christ, do I undo all of that? I don't think so. But getting each of these is going to be fun. It's what happens when you just get overly zealous on what you're trying to do. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me, right? Whew. Alright, then we got one more. Alright, that was not as painful as I thought it was gonna be. Oy, oy, oy. I thought that was gonna be incredibly painful. Right, so this one, where do we want to put this one? I'm thinking right about there. Yikes. The fine-tuning part of all this is what's really kind of a pain. Because, I mean, if I stick it in, maybe I should just start with that. So I could do that. Not a huge fan of how that came, or how that looks, but I can always make things work. How's that joint? It's not great, but that's okay. That's okay. Wow, these are all kind of jacked up, aren't they? Do I really, really want to put myself through this? Because really it should be turned in a little bit, kind of like that. I don't know if this is actually going to be worth doing. Should I just do it without the beams? I mean, right now the beams seem like they're tilted to the left. Maybe I do it without the beams. Well, I'll keep these here, because this is going to take forever for me to get it correct. Oh, shoot. If I keep backing up, it's going to be problems. Whoa, hey, put that back. Let's delete that one. And then, of course, we're going to have problems grabbing these other ones. Delete that one. There we go. Cool. How do we make this look somewhat okay? I mean, honestly, I'm cool with it just like that. I am legit okay with that. Like, there's a small little pieces like right here and there that are sticking out that I'm not a fan of. But all in all, I'm not hating on it. It's got kind of a rugged look to it, which I like. Huh. I'm kind of thinking something right in here might be cool. Like something like what I have down here. Because I did customize his little booth. Let's see if we can't come up with something else that looks okay. Where is my... I guess we'll just go scenery. Let's go fight. What the frick? Viking. Huh. What can we do to all this? Like, I could put some gears up there, which will... I'm pretty sure they spin, which might look neat. Of course, we can always add shields. I just want to break this up a little bit. That's the plan. I mean, I can even put that in there. I'll just have them facing down. You got the signs, which honestly could be used. I mean, I could put that there. Decisions. So what I'm thinking is something along this line, just to break that up a bit. I don't know if it'll look good. I don't think it'll look good though. That's the problem. I think actually the shields might be the route to go, now that I'm looking at it. We can go shield there. How about if we just type in shield? Right. And maybe one down here. Should we have one in all four corners? There. Do we have another colorful one? I mean, that could work. I don't want to put a ship's mast. We can do the Greek shield. Not sure how I feel about that. Broken up boat. This might actually be a good spot for something like this. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I don't know if that turns. So if I hit done. Okay, that doesn't turn. That's fine. I actually am okay with that. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. How's this look at night? That's pretty cool. You know, I'm actually okay with this. Oh wow, they got this whole thing turning. That's neat. That is super neat. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it alone. I think I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's press pause. What else? What else? We got about 20 minutes on this episode. I guess what we can do, we'll use the old scenery brush here. Temperate autumn trees. I don't know if I really want autumn trees in here. It's not really putting a whole lot in there. Probably because I have the intensity on and I'm avoiding scenery. Temperate rocks. Well, that's kind of cool. I like that. I'd like the brush to be smaller. It really doesn't like putting trees in here. Wow, it's not putting anything in there. I might have to do this on my own. What do we got? Temperate forest, Mediterranean, tropical, taiga trees, large? I mean, I would think it could put something in there. And it can. I just want to fill out some of this area. Probably too large. No? Okay. I just want to fill this out so it doesn't look boring. Because, you know, the guests are coming through, they're walking through all this, they're seeing all this stuff. Right. I think it's time... Actually, you know, I could probably... Let's do small plants. No? Lets me fill in that with small plants. I mean, clearly, from the looks of this, I'm going to have to manually throw some stuff in because it's not accepting a lot of this. Which is fine. I'll adjust some other things as we go, like this stuff hanging out. I kind of want to put like a statue or something right here, spitting water into that little pool. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go through and figure out a lot of this stuff. It really does not want to put stuff that close to the path. Which is fine, I get it, but damn. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad start, but there are some things like this that I don't like. What's down? Red is. Okay. So put that there. Why isn't it letting me... Let's make that smaller. I just don't want it hanging too much. And then we got some of these guys here that are just floating. Are those floating? Yeah. So let's do that. Floating plants are something that I notice when I look at a lot of people's parks. They don't pay attention to that. So they got floating plants and trees and all sorts of other stuff. Like this one here. And trees floating. And some of this is like attached to a scenery group and some of it's not. I find that odd. Let's put this guy right over in here. This stuff is like attaching itself into the building. I don't want that. That. That bush is fine. Let's get that one out of the window. That's fine. Going through and painting all this train is going to be fun. Let's see, that one's just floating, so we'll get rid of that. Let's get rid of that one. Like, some of this stuff connects to surfaces just fine, and some of it's like, nah. And since we placed down a lot of stuff, unfortunately, I went to go through and check it all out. Like, that rock, what are you doing? You seem lost and confused, my friend. Better. Now it's going through really carefully. I don't mind it going into the staff building because it's just staff in there. However, we do have some stuff going on here. Let's make you a little bit smaller. Find a different home for you. Maybe something like that. I want the tree, or the bush here, whatever it is. What is this? It's a tree. What are we gonna do with you? I guess we can just plop you down right there. That works. That all looks fine. We've got floating trees here. Some of this congestion is a little too much. Let's see, we got any more floaters that we need to worry about? Nothing too serious. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Bring that down some. Is that tree floating? That tree is floating. Got a lot of congestion back in here, which is fine. It gives it that nice, like, deep forest look to it, which I love. I like the idea that it looks like all of this is inside of a forest. And that it's a deep forest. You know what? I'm okay with all of that. What do we got going on? Right, we don't need to worry about that stuff just yet. Anything we need to fix here? That looks pretty good. Right, okay. And the best part is we can still see the mill from the path, which is what I wanted. Our queue for this kind of sucks. There's a lot of people wanting to go on teacups. Do I need to wrap this queue around and come out over here maybe? And the exit path ain't looking too hot either with the support beams here. Huh. Right. Let's fix some of this. I know you guys really wanted to go on that, but we gotta think about other things here. So if I put that there, put that there, I can connect the exit queue like that. Right, and the real queue yikes. What do we got going on here? Can we just do a classic path? I don't mind it wrapping around. I'm quite okay with that. I really wish the camera controls would be a little bit nicer. And I'm sure there's a way I can fix that, but whatever. Right, so here's our teacup queue, coaster queue, exit queue there. This is our exit queue for this. Now all these people are going to be stuck, and boom, there we go. Cool. Alright. We should probably do something with these areas. Do I need to do anything with this one? Anything more? I don't know if I do. I kind of like how it's open there. What do we think? I mean, if I do anything, it'll be like small bushes. Let's go region, boom, boom, boom. What do we have that'll work? Maybe one or two of these in there. We got some bigger ones that we can plop in. Some long ones. Actually, I kind of like that, how it just conforms to the building a little bit. And then I want something a little bit different back in there. Do I want dry creosote? That's a little too pink, so I guess, yeah, we'll do dry. Right there at the base of the tree. And then maybe some rocks. Some small rocks. Like there. Right there. Yeah, okay. And then we'll do some painting in here. Let's start off with some of the soil. Why is it not painting the soil? Oh, there we go. I didn't have it picked, that's why. And then we'll do some rocks. Kind of like that. Maybe some dry grass. We'll even feather in some of the lighter stuff in there. Some little patches. Really, back in here it would be dry grass too, wouldn't it? So we'll add that in there. Right. I think this should be more soil. There we go. Like that. Cool. Over here. What do we need to do here? Probably what we've already done. Just some bushes. Maybe one right there. What else do we got going on? Ooh, that's a nice big bush. I kind of like that. It's a nice big bush. Maybe a little too big, so do something like that. Oh. Those were floating. Those are floating as well. I can cover that though. That'll be easy. So if we do something like that. Actually, do something like that. And then I think we need something with a little bit of color in there. There. Make those larger. I probably have a large one of these, huh? Yeah, I do. There we go. You got that splash of color in there. I like that. Oh, let's see here. The guests come through this way. And they're going to see all of that. This... paint rough rock. Yeah, okay, I like that. Makes all that look like they're going into rocky terrain. Let's see. Can't really see anything there. Up here, let's do some compact soil. Except right there. That needs to be rock. It's fine. I guess really it's just right in here. What do I want to do with this? I also got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do in here. Like I can make all this rock. Which is fine. I don't mind doing that. We're going to have to add some lights inside that tunnel, I think, though. See, that added rock on the outside, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Right. Interesting. So from the main street, it looks fine. I kind of like how that looks through Main Street there. Right here. We can do stuff with this. I guess we'll just focus on the Main Street look, and then we'll wrap ourselves around. Actually, what I'll do is, I'll finish all that up later. I'll finish up doing this offline. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta take a shower and get ready for work anyways. So a lot of what the next couple of episodes are going to be detail work, getting stuff put in that we think needs to be put in. A lot of vegetation. Well, you know what? I might just finish out all of the vegetation type stuff throughout all of this. And I might even, I'm thinking I'm going to build another ride or two right up in here. Actually, I'm going to save that for later. Let's finish what we currently have because there's a lot on our plate right now that needs to be done. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. And I'm actually thinking a Ferris wheel right here. I don't quite know how I'm going to do that just yet, but I think a Ferris wheel right in the middle of the park would be really cool. But yeah, so I'm gonna, let's see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna finish up the garden work around what we currently have, this section here for sure. I'm probably gonna do all the garden work probably from here over. Yeah, we'll do from here over. And then the next episode, we'll figure out how we're gonna theme this, our coaster. At least get the boarding station themed out. I might build some tunnels or something like that in here, some man-made tunnels. I don't know. My plan for a name on this so far is Switchback, because it does a lot of back and forth from left to right. But I would like something more Nordic. And I don't mind using Norse. I do know a little bit of Norse. I might have to look some things up. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll finish doing the garden work. I'll think up of some names. Hopefully you guys can think up of some names as well, especially for the coaster. For the teacups, I'll figure something out for that. But for the coaster, that's your task. Figure out a name for this, because building all this stuff out is going to take some time, and by that, hopefully you guys will have a name for the coaster, and I'll be able to build a really cool sign for it. So, there we go, guys. Not a whole lot done in this video. I know these hour-long videos, we don't get a whole lot done, but I'm very detail-oriented, and most of it was doing the mill, getting all the rock work done for the mill and figuring out what we're going to do with that. So, I'm perfectly happy with the progress we've made in this hour. And, yeah, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And if you like this video, hit the like button if I've earned it, hit the subscribe button, and as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.